The new sound for sports in the Bay Area is 95.7 The Game.
Good. What have you been doing?
So far, I went to Safeway earlier, and then we just left the fire department where I got to be a chef.
You were a chef?
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting, and now I'm on the radio. I kind of like this sound, though. I like this. I need to get one of these in my house.
You know what's great is
that studio.
He's trying to raise his chair up.
You saw me doing
because
that?
he's a larger man than both of us. Even though I'm a pretty big guy, but he's like, I'm uncomfortable being way smaller than these people, and he is.
By the way, real quickly, at Patrick Willis 52, so you follow him, at Patrick Willis 52, and if you want him to do something, is there still time for that, Patrick? Is there still time?
Oh, yes, sir, I believe it is.
So this hashtag Patrick Power, that's hashtag Patrick Power at Patrick Willis 52. So
yes, sir.
you'll do some stuff. I was going to have you bench press us, but they said something about your contract. So, I mean, I'm pretty big and strong and buff myself, so I just want to make sure, I would hurt you. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
He's a great linebacker and a really good liar, too.
He deadpanned that.
Saying that he sees that you're buffed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. All right, so you were just at the fire station. You bagged groceries at Safeway today. But here's the thing that's intriguing me the most right now.
Yeah, me as well.
You got to go do chores at Alex Smith's house later.
Right.
What's up with that?
Man, he just...
What kind of chores? Like mowing the lawn, feeding the dog, cleaning up poop?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. I just told him when I get there, he better make sure he have me some food cooked. If I'm going to help him out, I need to eat so I can be fueled. So... we're going to see what he have cooked for me, because if he don't have nothing cooked, I'm going to have to power him up.
Now, Patrick, you're
what does that mean?
He know what it means.
You're a Southern gentleman, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what the expression bless her heart or bless his heart means. Because I've heard a bunch of people from the South, they will MF people up and down, just rip them a new hole, and then they finish it with bless his heart.
Yeah.
Does that excuse you from everything?
You know what? It sounds like my grandma. My grandma, she like that. She was like, she can be mad, or she don't necessarily have to be mad, but she can just look at somebody, and if something just don't look right to her, she'll call it how it is, and she'll just be like, just bless his heart, like this, like that. And honestly, I don't know. It's just something about it. I really don't know the reason behind it, but it's just something about it. When somebody just say, "Oh," it's like that. It's like just bless his heart. Like it's almost like they don't know any better. So you just bless his heart.
It excuses you. You just rip people up and down, and as long as you finish with that, you're all right.
Patrick Willis is hanging out in studio with us again with Duracell, the trusted battery power of the NFL. Of course, Patrick, you can see, represents power and reliability, 2 Duracell traits, and now he's out on the town. Again, at Patrick Willis 52, hashtag Patrick Power, and you can tell him what to do as well. I was watching the other day, and this was awesome. I want you to talk about this. The piece that ESPN did on you, and I know a lot of Niner fans know it, but some probably don't. Your story is remarkably similar to Michael Orr, a guy who went to Mississippi. He got the big movie deal, but your story's just like his.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just one of those things. And Big Mike, that's my homie, that's my dog. We talk all the time and text back and forth. And right now, I'm waiting to beat him in video games. But yeah, I mean, his story is remarkable, and and our stories are similar. And I have all the respect in the world for him and all that he's done. For me, I don't, I didn't, as I know he didn't, and I'm not doing it. We don't tell our stories for sympathy or anything like that. We just tell it because maybe somewhere out there, it'll make a difference to someone, whether you're in that situation or whether it's a parent, thinking about going down that route, or not being able to handle their emotions in certain ways, or whether it's a kid that's just almost want to give up, but know that what, if I just keep the fight, there's a way, and that's kind of the point.
But your dad struggled and still does, if I'm not wrong, with substance abuse, correct? And then there was a family that took you and your brothers and your sister in. and then you went to Mississippi, and the rest is history, right?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, by the grace of God, I am where I am today, and what I mean by that is just, you know, I didn't do it by myself. You know, he blessed good people to be in my life, but also too, you know, I don't regret those things that happened, because I feel like that's a lot of that helped make me the man I am today, and just have made me a stronger man. So, you know, we go through our life experiences, and what don't kill you only make you strong, you know. So, you just kind of take it from there.
We're talking with 49ers linebacker Patrick Willis. Patrick, obviously strength of character is huge with you. I want you to try to relate to the fans about how important that is and how it meshes with what's going on with the 49ers. I know that Jim Harbaugh is big on that type of thing. I know that you and him have kind of a special vibe, as well as a lot of guys with similar backgrounds as to you. Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I admired most about Coach when he came in was just his passion, you know, for work, his passion for the job, his passion for football, his passion to give us everything he had, you know, and everything he has, and when you have a coach like that, you know, that's been there, that's lived through it, that's done it, played the game, had his, you know, his own family situations and whatnot. I mean, you have a lot of respect for those guys, because, you know, he's like a testimonial type of guy. You know, he's right there in front of you. He's like, you know what, I've been through this. I've had my, you know, ups and downs, but look where I am. You know, I'm a head football coach standing in front of you, and for us, you know, we have a lot of guys, you know, on our team come from all different walks of life, all different types of backgrounds. But when you have a coach like that, that can stand in front of you and that, you know, relates to you, that talks to you the way that he talks to us, and I mean, you have no choice but to just go all out and give him everything you have. And one of the things I admired most about him when he came in was that he came up with this thing. He said, you know what, and we didn't have an off season. He said, you know, we're not going to blame it on the off season. We're not going to blame it on not having. He said, we're not going to blame it on not having all season. We're just going to go out there this year and we're going to play, and we're not going to use anything for an excuse, you know, other than we just not, you know, other than what we put on, other than what we do. And he said that we're going to be blue collar workers, and everybody like, what? He said, you know, my dad's dad, for years, all he knew was to get up every day and go to work and work 50 years, you know, his life, and then until his time to retire. He said all my dad did was go to work every day. He said, and that's what we're going to do, just go to work every day and make an honest living and whatnot and be the best players we can be. And at the end of the training camp, if you made that 53-man roster, then you got a blue workman shirt that looked like what mechanics would wear.
It's a gas station worker, right?
Yeah, the gas station worker shirt. And to me, that meant a lot, because, you know, for me coming from where I come from, my background, you know, that's all I've ever known is just work. And if you work hard, you work the right way, then you get results, and good results. And that's all we did. And last year, you know, I know that season's over with now, and it's a new year, but that was a testimonial year for our team that showed that, you know what, we didn't have an all season, but we worked every day, and look where it got us. So this year, we know we got to work even harder if we want to, you know, get to the big place and bring it all home. So.
Patrick Willis is joining us in studio here in the Wheelhouse. John Lund Mychael Urban at Patrick Willis 52. If you want him to do something today, hashtag Patrick Power. He has already been at the fire station across the street. What did you cook, by the way? Are you a good cook?
You know, I am. I'm a pretty good cook. I just learned how to barbecue this last summer, so now I know how to cook.
You couldn't bring some of that over here?
And barbecue. No, you know
those
what?
Guys all eat it?
You know, some of the guys look pretty big over there. I don't know if I could have got it across the street or not.
Could you punch John in the face before you
leave? Why do you do that? Why are you going to be mean? I told you that's why we have an intern. Right. That's the intern's job, to take a punch for Patrick Willis.
Yeah, we let him do that.
Yeah. You bag groceries at Safeway. You're doing chores at Alex Smith's house. I know Alex was listening. He listens every day. Big meal for Patrick. He looks very hungry, so make sure that you have something ready for him. Wow, that was intimidating. Patrick Power, hashtag Patrick Power. Is it, for you guys, after what you just talked about there about the season, and as close as you got last year, is it Super Bowl or bust? Can it be a successful season if you don't win a Super Bowl?
You know what? our dream, and every year we go out and put in this work like we do, is to win a Super Bowl. So anything less, you're not satisfied with. But at the same time, too, given where our organization have been the last 7 8 years, the last 10 years or whatnot, for us just to stay on a steady path and continue winning seasons. I mean we want to win it all, but having winning seasons, I mean that's showing growth. It's showing turning the right way. So so I don't want to say it's a bust, but at the same time too, we don't rest on our morals. We want to win it all.
Well, plus it's in New Orleans this year. I mean, that's right in your backyard. How great would that be for you, right?
It'd be amazing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, how much pride do you take in bringing the Niners back? They're relevant again. I mean, there was a time when the Niners were the top of the top, and then they fell kind of to the bottom of the bottom, but you helped them bring back to the top.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly a blessing. I mean, given that, I did grow up as a Cowboys fan. I would have never thought in a million years
Boy, you shouldn't have admitted that.
Yeah.
But
we have a dump button. We're going to hit a dump button and make sure people don't hear that.
But now, man, I never forget. Now I bleed the red and gold. And I never forget the first day after the first mini camp I had the week after they drafted me. I remember walking out and walking out the locker room and looking onto the practice fields and being like, "Wow, Lord, like." This is it. Like, this is a team that you blessed me to be a part of. The team I would have never thought in a million years I would be a part of. The team I hated growing up, and then here I am wearing this uniform.
Did it make you think about guys like Jerry Rice and Ronnie Lott and Roger Craig and Joe Montana?
No. What you mean, like?
Just when you step on the field, do you think this is a legacy that I have to live up to? Great players like that?
I mean, those guys. I mean, they were the foundation of what the 49ers were, and of course you want to you want to keep that afloat. But it's a new day and time now, and now it's about us, and so that's what we're going to try to keep it going.
Cool. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Our good friends at Duracell bringing Patrick Willis in studio again at Patrick Willis 52 on Twitter. Hashtag Patrick Power. You tell them what to do.
Hey, power up with Duracell.
By the way, is there a limit to something that you would do? Like, would you just go, I'm not doing that?
It depends.
Like, will you try to break one of John's ribs?
Why does it have to be me?
He would want you to get hurt.
Seriously, what is this? Seriously. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick Willis, our good friends at Duracell again at Patrick Willis 52.
The new sound for sports in the Bay Area is 95.7 The Game.